Hey, hey, hello, hello, hello. You made it. Woo! It's day number 3. It's day number 3. It's day number 3. It's a Friday night. It's a Friday night. Yes, it's a Friday night. And you are here, intentional, ready, abundant, looking good, smelling good, and ready to absolutely go. I'm so excited for each and every one of you that made it back to day number 3. Congratulations. It is the action taken for me, the commitment, the persistence, the dedication, all of the elements that's required for success. And I'm super duper excited because you made it back to day number 5. I believe the most important day, the day where you get your gifts. Yes, yes, yes. Now you identify the gifts that's inside of you. You've activated the gift. Today we learn to serve the gift. This is probably the most important day of them all, honestly, because knowing that you have a gift and doing nothing with it doesn't bring the relevance that you're going to need. So I want to say hello, happy day with destiny. This is an opportune time for you to come to get everything that you came here for. And I am tremendously excited about the work that we've done thus far. I'm even more excited about the work that is to come because you're here. So go ahead and drop some love in the chat. Let me know you're there, where you are. Put your names in. Some of you guys are popping up with Facebook users. I did find out what was happening yesterday where some of you were not able to communicate. There is a feature inside of our private group that tells you to activate so that you can leave comments. Please make sure that you do that. Otherwise, you will not be able to leave any comments until you follow those instructions. And I believe they are there now. Let me just see. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on 1 second. Let me just refresh. Perfect. So it does tell you that you need to click to give permission so that you are able to communicate. Remember, we're a very highly engaged community. You have to participate in your own rescue. You have to participate in your own success. You have to participate. So as simple as it may seem, you guys should know by now that it is the simple things that lead to the significant things. So omitting daily disciplines because you feel like it's not that important is what usually causes people not to succeed in the first place. So little simple things like communicating in the chat, communicating when you're a part of community can actually start to build up the engagement that's going to be required as you build something even bigger and more meaningful. And so it's important for you to start to work those little bitty muscles. That's one of the reasons that I always encourage you guys to, whether you're on live with me or you've taken a challenge with me, to communicate on the back end inside of the chat, engage on the back end inside of the chat, make sure that you are involved, not necessarily back end, but in the challenge, involved here. So yes, Evelyn, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Merlan, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am able to see you guys over here. So this is what I'll do. Boom. I can see your names on this feature here. So I see Frank is in the house. I thought I saw, yep, Frank is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super excited. So I am able to see on this side. So that works. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So welcome to day number 5. We are really, truly blessed to be here. I'm excited about everything that you guys have been able to experience so far. I do want to say thank you to everyone who did as I asked on yesterday and just shared on social on the last post that I had put up at that time with the hot cocoa, which was a complete vibe. You guys shared very intimately, and I just want to say thank you for doing that. You share very intimately on my page of what your greatest takeaway was. And I do want to say thank you for doing it. If you have not had a chance to do it, whether it's inside of this community, some of you did it that way as well. I appreciate being able to go back and just see that the work that I'm doing to serve my gift is absolutely impacting and changing your life. And I want to also, one of the reasons that I request that is not just so obviously it's a reminder of God, you were right, but it also just is an encourager to keep going. And I want to encourage you to not just do it in this environment, but I want to encourage you when God is blessing your life and doing something amazing in your life, don't hold your testimony in, no matter how small it is. No matter how insignificant you think that testimony may be, share it with whoever may have been involved in helping you to accomplish that. Whether it's your pastor at church, whether it's a loved one, a family member, let them know those things. If you can get into a habit of that, believe it or not, that is a habit and an attitude of gratitude. When you have an attitude of gratitude, you start to attract more things in your life to testify about. You start to attract more things in your life to celebrate about. You start to attract more things in your life of abundance. So, hello, Jeremy. Hi, Michelle. I see another Facebook user saying, hi, ladies and gents. I don't know if some of them are just, I know why. I think it's because you have to click that thing. When you click that little prompt that's right on the top of where we posted it, it'll give you access to be able to go into the chat and maybe have your name inside of the chat. So with that being said, I want to say welcome again. Let's go into prayer. Let's go into the work that we need to do today. This is the finale, right? This is the finale. Such a sweet, sweet day. I don't want to say bittersweet because I believe that you guys have gotten everything that you've come here to get thus far, and you will receive what is left for you to get here. And you are absolutely going to be ready to do what it takes for what's next for your life. If you believe that you gained value so far, go ahead and just drop some fire emojis, some hearts in the chat, sevens in the chat. I believe that you have to tap into that energy. You have to create it sometimes. Sometimes it's not going to be you tapping in. Sometimes it's you creating that energy, building that energy up, that momentum up in your life to attract the goodness that you deserve and that you desire. So once again, I am super duper happy for each and every one of you are here. I'm excited for today. This is going to be a different type of work. We are in action mode right now. I know we activated the gift yesterday, but we got to get the work done today. Today is the day we work. We put a lot of work in today. So our process is going to be a little bit different today. The first segment is going to be us doing an opening, and then we have a special guest that's going to come on a little bit earlier than what special guests have come on in the past. And then we'll kind of get back into the work that we need to do. And today is the day that the ultimate experience ticket holders get an extra hour of Q&A. However, because we're going to dive straight into a lot more of the action work, we may end up still closing about the same time that we closed on yesterday. We may still end up closing about the same time because now, believe it or not, this is how it is with everything. The pre-work that you do, the subconscious work that you do, the heart work that you do, dealing with those things and developing your belief is not the hard work. It's just the work that people want to skip to get to what we're going to do today. But that's the work that takes more of the time. The part that we're going to do today is going to make sense to you guys. We're going to dive into what you need to be doing as a business owner, brand owner, creator, coach, entrepreneur. We're going to get down to what you need to do so that you can maximize everything that you have available here. And so let's go ahead and welcome the Holy Spirit into the midst of the call. I believe that's very important to set the tone. I believe it's very important to shift the atmosphere. No matter what happened in your day and what's going on, you should be here, open, ready, with a heart of expectancy. I want you to expect big results to come from what is happening right now. I want you to expect abundance. I want you to expect overflow. I want you to expect increase. But the difference in expecting it now from any other time is that you really believe you deserve it. The difference as we welcome the Holy Spirit in this time is that you're not saying it out of obligation. You're not saying it for no other reasons besides you truly, authentically believe that you deserve all the goodness, all the blessings, all the overflow, all the abundance that you desire in your heart. Because if you didn't know before, you know now that it is God that gives you the desires that He put into your heart in the first place. So you're not weird for thinking big. I think it's weird to think small. Right? You're not weird for wanting more. I think it's weird to be content with less. So I challenge you right now to be very intentional as we go into prayer, welcoming the Holy Spirit into the midst, allowing Him to shift the atmosphere. I challenge your minds to be open, your hearts to be open, your hands to be open to receive abundance and overflow. You must expect big, great, and mighty things. If you don't, it's real selfish. If you don't expect big, if you don't expect mighty, if you don't expect great, the little that you expect is only enough for you. And that is a selfish mindset. And we want to have a mindset of abundance. So I want you to think bigger as we go into welcoming the Holy Spirit in, and you open your heart up for abundance. Your heart is open wide because you want the abundance, the increase, the overflow that God has already promised you. You might not understand the importance of, how you believe, but belief is probably the most important element to your success. Remember, belief is the activator. I don't care what you were taught, how you were raised, where you were raised, or whatever happened in your family's bloodline thus far. What I do care about you understanding if you're here with me tonight is because you are the one. You are the one that's going to change your family's bloodline. You are the one that's going to make those big, bold decisions. You are the one that's going to be talked about for generations to come because of the decisions that you made. Are you ready for the responsibility that comes with that? Because today we talk about serving your gift. We talk about doing the work that's going to be done, and you're going to lead with an action plan. You already got action steps of what you need to do. Right? We did full demonstrations, but now as it relates to the work, you have action steps that you're going to take with this information today. So let's get started. Father God, we thank you now for who you are. We thank you, Father, for being the creator of the heavens and the earth, the creator of the universe. Lord God, we are clear of who you are. And on this day, Lord God, we thank you for making us who we are. Lord, you are the creator of the universe, and you said in your word that it is us that is the highest form of your creation. Therefore, today we are open and we are aware that the universe works for us. We thank you, Lord God, that we call things that are not as if they were, and they manifest because we've activated the belief that's on the inside of us to believe that your word is true and that your word is manifesting in our lives. We thank you now for all that you are doing, all that you've done, and all that you will continue to do in our lives. We thank you that we're coming into full awareness, full enlightenment of what it is that you called and purposed us to do. And we are excited about the work. We're excited about your plan. We're excited about this moment in time that you called and positioned us for. We thank you for giving us the resources in our hand. We thank you for divine connections, divine alignments, divine assignments, oh God. We thank you for every open door that you've provided to us. And we thank you for the keys to the doors that are locked because they are just for us. We honor you on this day. And on this day, we say thank you for giving us a great gift, activating the gift, Lord God, with our belief, and now giving us the resources, the desire, the community, and the support to serve the gift that you've given us, all for your glory. In your name, Jesus, I pray. Amen, amen, and amen. For all of those of you who agree, just go ahead and say amen. Type amen, amen, amen in the chat if you agree. If you agree, if you agree, if you agree. Yes, 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 yes. All right, guys. So we're going to go in and set the tone a bit because once again, we have our special guest today that's going to come in about 7:30. I'm really excited about our special guest, but we're going to go in and set the tone of the day that we're going to close out with before our Q&A, with understanding that as we talk about serving your gift, because we want to maximize time and do as much as possible, as we talk about serving our gifts, we understand that our gifts make us rich. It makes us attractive, right? Our gift gives us favor. Our gift gives us value. And on today, we're going to focus on serving our gift, serving our gift. Faith by itself is not good enough. What does this mean for us today? Belief by itself is not good enough. You could believe and your gift could be activated, but unless you work it, the serving of your gift is you working your gift, working your gift, working your gift. Somebody say, I'm ready to work. Somebody say, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to do the work. My mind is ready. My heart is ready. I deserve it. I'm ready to do the work because this is the part that's going to determine what side of this thing you're going to be on, right? If you're going to catapult and move forward, or if you're going to retreat and go back to comfort. Are you going to move into the next level of life, or are you going to have beautiful notes, a wonderful experience, and no results? Come on, faith without works is dead. Belief without works is dead. Access without work is dead. Knowledge without work is dead. Somebody say it's time to shift. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Right? I'm ready. You did the mind work. You did the heart work. I taught you how to breathe. I taught you how to speak. Right? By serving my gift. I created an environment for you to show up. Guess what you did? You showed up. You showed up. You showing up is, look, it's a celebration because you showed up. You showed up. I told you we celebrate the small wins. We celebrate the big wins. We celebrate you showing up. And let me tell you something. Showing up is the biggest part of your success, is to show up. If you want to go up, you got to show up. And you showed up. So what we're going to focus on is what you do as an entrepreneur, what you do as a coach, creator, entrepreneur, owner of business or a brand. How many of you already have your LLCs? How many of you have your LLC, C Corps, whatever business, you got your business incorporated? Michelle has hers. Angela has hers. Who's Facebook? Let me see. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me see. Regina has hers. Perfect. I love it. Warrior Spirit Infinite. Love. Enterprise. Love it. Let me just go to my Facebook page so I can check these names so I can see who this is. I want to say congratulations for having this done already. Let me just see how I can see. Okay. All right. Boom. I can see you guys now. All right. Babe has hers. Okay. Leah says, let's go. Let me see who else got theirs. Merlin, I can see you. Yes, ma'am. Latasha has hers. Merlin has her. Perfect. Congratulations. You got your LLC. Now, I want to make sure that as we talk about, we brought in government contracting, even whoever wins the fly out to Houston, great. Congratulations. But even if you don't win the fly out to Houston, I still want the information that was provided yesterday about government contract to be at the top of your mind. Okay. You want to do business with the government during this recession. Okay, so whatever you need to get done, we are going to have some additional support after the challenge is done for those of you who take action, those of you that are really ready, so that we can help you through this process, more like a workshop, to go through this process, perhaps even in a group setting, so that you can get prepared for this government contract and your T's crossed, your I's are dotted, as well as for grants, right? We have the grants that we've made available to you guys. 53 grants that you have access to. Once again, I recommend that you go ahead and take action with those grants. Okay. So we talk about serving your gift, guys. You got to do the work. And I'm going to just share this with you before our special guests come on. It's work. It's work. And there were times where I thought, and your money is going to work for you. I'm going to give you access today to my money multiplier for those of you that are trading inside of the financial markets. And we're going to talk about how to make $1,000 a day, different things that you can do to make $1,000 a day. And I'm going to need your participation with it because I need to know what industries you're in. I need to know what your product is, whether it's a virtual product, whether it's a physical product. I need to understand that so that we could utilize this time to help you. Obviously, it won't be a deep dive, but it'll be a surface of how you can position yourself for $1,000 a day. The first thing that we did was focus on you setting your mind for $1,000 a day. Okay. Because if you don't set your mind to make $1,000 a day, it don't matter what conversation that we have. It don't matter what conversation that we have, you may not think that that's even possible for you. And now I know that everybody here believes that it's possible for them. Okay. So with that part being said, it's work. Let me tell you something. When I first got into networking or entrepreneurship, I didn't recognize how much work it was going to be. And the least money you have, like if you don't have the money, you got to do even more work, right? If you have more money, it's not that you don't have to work at all, but your money can do some of the stuff for you. But this is what I mean. When you come to a challenge like this, when you gain access to coaching, when you get access to information, the information is one thing, but the information don't work itself. And yes, you want your money to work for you, but until it gets to the point where your money is working for you on autopilot, you got to show up consistently. How do you show up consistently? For number one, you've identified your gift. You have a business. Now you have to make sure every day you are working on your business. There are different phases and different seasons of what that looks like, but I can tell you in all phases and all seasons, you are going to have to market your business. You're going to have to market your business. Some people spend so much time on the back end. You do need systems and operations on the back end, but your systems and operations on the back end could be flawless. What about the customers? What about attracting the customers? This is where personality types, sometimes when you have the limiting beliefs that stuck on you that we removed off. By the way, did you guys get rid of you had an assignment yesterday. How many people got rid of that balled up paper? Listen, I made sure before that 24 hour, I got in my car. I had not left the house all day. I got in my car and I made sure I got it off of my property. I hope you guys do not take these assignments lightly. You wrote them down. You balled them up. We eliminated the ants, the automatic negative thoughts. I told you to get rid of it. You had 24 hours. Okay, that was a smart idea. Michelle says she flushed it down the toilet. I hope you tore it up real good. We don't need no clogs. I know that's right. That mug is in the sewer. That paper is gone, as said. Carisha said it's done, okay? I know that's right. I love it. Loretta did it as well. I love it. Okay, perfect. Amira said it's gone. Perfect. Jeremy got rid of it. Awesome. Yes. Okay. All right. Just making sure. I saw that piece of paper on my desk before I said, oh my gosh, I got in my car. I got in the car. Throw that mug in the woods. Out of here. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So those limiting beliefs are gone. Now it's time to serve the gift. It's time to do the work. It's time to make sure that you show up for yourself. You have to show up for yourself. So marketing your business, promoting your business, average. So let's just say you have a digital product, right? Move quickly. You're doing the ebook. Get that ebook done before this year is out. You need a New Year's campaign. You need a Christmas campaign. If the book is already written, I don't care if you have to go to Fiverr, right? Everybody familiar with Fiverr? If you all put Fiverr in the chat so everybody can get this information, go to Fiverr, make sure it looks good, because no matter how good your book is, we are living in 2022. We buy presentation. That's why brands are so big. People like the presentation. People like what it looks like. So no matter how good your book is, I know people that are selling stuff that's not that good, but it looks amazing. Your branding and your marketing tells a story about you. Your branding and your marketing tells a story about you. That is important. Even if you're a simple person. Well, I'm real simple. Listen, guys, this is not about you as much as you want it to be about you. It's about your gift. Give your gift the best opportunity to be served. Give your gift the best opportunity to be seen. Give your gift the best opportunity to get out in the marketplace so that you can help. Y'all know what Fiverr is, right? Can y'all drop Fiverr in the chat? Fiverr.com, where you can go and get work done. If you don't have a team or staff, please drop it in the chat so others who are not familiar with it can go find it. Fiverr, drop it in the chat. So if you already have that ebook done, then you can have Fiverr to create your graphics if you don't have a graphic designer. If you don't have your team in place yet, I'm eliminating excuses. Okay, I'm eliminating excuses. Thank you so much for that, Shakita. Thanks, Regina. I'm eliminating excuses. Is the ebook written? Everybody has a story. Everybody has something that they can bring to the table. And it's just kind of like nowadays, if you just starting your business and your business may not be virtual, it may not be a digital business, but having something that they can have. And let me just tell you something. I wish I could show you guys an ebook. I gotta see if I have it here. I may be able to show you guys an ebook. I did 2 ebooks. One, which was my first. Y'all, I might as well wrote a whole book. When my team told me that we need, this deadline was like less than 30 days. And I'm thinking to myself, I was overwhelmed. I was flustered. I never did it before. I never had nobody to tell me, Chyna, relax. Basically do an outline of what this is about. Whatever the expertise that you have, give some bullet points, and the more simple it is, the better. Fiverr.com. Thanks so much. Yes, Fiverr.com. That's going to be a resource for you guys. Almost anything that you need to hire somebody to do. There's people on there for as little as $5 that you can get it done. Now, obviously, not everybody work is the same. Sometimes you'll pay a little bit more, but that's a great resource for you to eliminate the excuses of what you don't have. So I have to do this ebook. It's called Bitcoin Baby. I might as well go print the book out and just make a real book because I created a whole book. And when you're doing a ebook, it is kind of like you want to focus on the highlights, right? You want to focus on the highlights. This was something I could have printed out. Well, my second book, which was called Cash Credit Crypto, that book I didn't do as much because I recognized it was the first one. It didn't require all of that. In fact, I saw somebody's ebook and I was thinking to myself, ain't no way people selling this. The girl made $30,000. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna pause. $30,000 in a weekend. I watched her do it, witnessed her do it. She already had an audience. Her business was already established. So I understand that there may be some pieces that other people may not have in place just yet. But guess what she did? She recognized that there was a void in the marketplace. Y'all need to be taking notes if y'all on here. A void in the marketplace. And she filled a void for it. She did it so quickly. It was like the next 2 days, the ebook was done. Y'all, it looked like I don't want to say who it is because I love her. She's actually, I know her very well. We've worked together now. But when she first put that ebook out, I bought it because I wanted to see what it looked like. So here's what my mind was thinking. There's no way in the world I could put out something like she put out. I didn't know yet at the time how much she had made because I found out about a month or so later after I was already in the trench of creating my ebook that she made $30,000 off of something that she put together in 2 days. Why? She had the information. She used hyperlinks in her ebook because it's digital for people to click on it to have a more of a visual experience. And it was about maybe 12 pages long. Big words on the pages. 12 pages with big old 20 font words on there. No graphics, barely. But she made $30,000. How many of you are overthinking what the first step looks like for you to put out a product? Christmas is coming. Christmas sales are coming. You're not thinking like consumers anymore. Consumers are thinking about how much money you're going to spend. You are a boss. You are a business owner. You are thinking about how much money you are going to make. What is your Christmas sale look like? What does it look like, right? The holidays I'm just being honest. I was excited about Black Friday. It's not that I wasn't excited about spending time with my family, but hopefully you're spending time with your family all the time. Hopefully you are spending time with your family more because you now have the luxury of freedom. Okay, the luxury of freedom. So I was focused on Black Friday. Now I knew this year Black Friday was going to be different, and it was. Black Friday was a different kind of Black Friday, y'all. People was holding on to their coins. And so how do you go into this recession understanding that you have to make your mark in this marketplace and people are holding on to their coin? That's why I'm telling you, you need an attractive product. Even if it's amazing, it got to look good or people won't buy it. Does that make sense what I'm saying right now? Anybody have a current product? I want to get into it once our special guest is done. We're going to go deep into what the work looks like for you guys. Some of it is going to be simple. Some of it is going to be a little bit more intense because nobody told me this stuff. And when they did tell me, I didn't have the ear to hear. I couldn't hear. Because in your mind, sometimes you assume that it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to take a long time. It's supposed to be a lot of work. It's going to be work. But if I would have known what I know now, I probably would have had the ebook done to them in 7 days and not 30 days. 30 days was a stretch and it was stressful. You already have the skill set. You already have the knowledge. You already have the insight. Don't overthink it, right? Big shouts out to Latasha, the boss chick. She just released her ebook. Her ebook is about affirmations for entrepreneurs. That's a big deal. Maybe you don't know what affirmations to say, right? Get the ebook. That's another thing. Support other people in your community stuff, and then you'll get the support for your stuff. So make sure that you are supporting in community, right? Community that's the cheat sheet. You want to know the cheat sheet? Don't just look at me while we're here. Y'all better look at the people who are active in this chat, build relationship with them. The people who are active and engaging in this chat, that can be your accountability partners. Many of you saw the website that you signed up on to be back here. Guess what you heard? People met their business besties. They met their business besties. in this community. Those accountability partners are going to be greater to you than some of the people you've been knowing for 10, 20 years. Why? Because they're going in a similar direction that you're going. You're not going against one another. So some of the names that you guys see, make sure you share with your industries that you guys are in. Get you some accountability partners. So you can show up at the event and you have some familiar faces. This is one of the reasons that I told you, you might want to give this as a stocking stuffer to somebody that you know if you want to come on a journey with you, because your mind is different now. When people start talking to you negatively, saying words of doubt, saying words of fear, saying words of hate and anger, you now hear it differently. Why? Because your mind is shifting. It's a process. You're going to still need more than a challenge, I'm going to tell you now, but your mind is shifting. So now you want to be around people who are talking positive and powerful. You want to be around people who got resources and results, right? So connect with people in this community and support people in this community. You need accountability. Exactly. Melanie, that's the biggest thing. The accountability partners is going to be better than the people you've been knowing for 10, 20 years, right? So once again, number one, the work that you do is taking action and not overthinking. Don't overthink the product that you have, right? It could be an ebook. It could be a master class that's virtual. Maybe you teaching something that people need to see virtually. Okay? A master class. You can do that master class one time. A course. There's several different platforms that you can use to house your courses. And just know this. Just start it. Don't feel like, listen, I got a standard. You need a standard. It's going to look good. We're going to make sure that it looks good. You want it to look good, but you don't have to feel like in order for you to start, every piece of the puzzle has to be in place, because there's building blocks. Some people haven't started yet because they feel like everything has to be perfectly prepared all the way from start, from A to Z. No, you just need A to B to release. What do you need to release? A to B to release. Because believe it or not, people will prefer to follow your journey when it's something that's palatable, that they can digest, versus something that is giving them too much anyway. A to B. If you could show up, the more simple your process is, the better. Simplicity. The people that I really admire, that I watch, I'm in all of their sales funnels. Y'all better get in people's sales funnels, see what their emails look like. Okay, because that's your examples. Okay, that's your examples. That's your examples. You'll see the emails. You'll see the communities. Community is a chat feature that you have so when you say text this word to this particular number, you now can build up that community list, that text list for them, right? You can build up that text list for them. I'm working to get our special guest back here. Okay. All right, guys. You're happy to connect for accountability and brainstorming. Love that. Love that. Absolutely. So with that being said, our special guest is here. I'm so excited about this woman right here. She and I probably have the closest relationship. I haven't known her the longest, but we do have the closest relationship. We had a chance to meet in Cabo. Actually, we met in Atlanta on a private jet, headed to Cabo, and we spent a few days together. Felt like a longer time because we got so much done during that time, and we just stayed connected. I'll let her share a little bit more about what that experience was like, and we just connected. And this woman is just authentic. She's doing what she's doing. She's dominating in her lane. That's what she's going to talk with you guys about. Amazing, real results, real results. She really teaches. She really serves her community. Huge following. She's helped some of the people in our community to eliminate student loan debt upwards of $87,000. And I wanted to bring real value back here to you guys. Not only that, one of the things that I want her to touch on is what the work look like too. Because today is about serving your gift. And some people don't understand. I see Sonya online. Y'all, when she have a campaign that she released, every time I go online, you see her. And every time you came online, you saw me because I understood that I needed to serve my gift and I knew what the work was like. And that came from having accountability partners who are in the trenches, who are doing the work so that I'm not confused and thinking that I'm doing the work. Why is nobody buying? Chyna, they don't see you. You got to get massive visibility. So with that being said, I am honored and excited to bring up none other than Sonya Lewis. Hey, Sonya, your line is muted, but we should be able to hear you now.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited that you're here. I know that they're ready. This is day number 3 of serving, being able to serve their gift. And it's about the work. and I think that it's very important that they hear what type of work is required, because if we don't have this type of conversation, you assume you're doing things and you're wondering why you're not getting the results, but really you're doing 1% of what you should be doing. In many cases, I know I had to evaluate myself, and I recognize, like, Chyna, you got to do a lot more work than that. And so that's when it really does make the difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to welcome Sonya Lewis, the student loan doctor, to Richer in the Holiday Challenge. Day number 3, y'all lighted up the chat. Y'all know how I am. I love energy. I love engagement. Celebration is the vibration. She got to come in on high vibrations, y'all. Come on, high frequencies, high energy, high excitement. So every emoji, drop it in the chat. Show her some love. Give her a warm welcome. The same type of love and welcome that you are going to want, because you are going to be on stages just like this, right? You're going to be hosting events just like this. We're going to, see you and celebrate you as well. So please celebrate in that chat. Show her some love, love, love. Sonya, thanks so much once again for being here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be backstage and the floor is yours. I know you have about 30 minutes. And first of all, guys, who's excited about this 300-foot mega yacht in Miami that somebody is going to win? Somebody is going to win. Somebody is going to win this 300-foot access to this yacht with 10 millionaires January 9th, 2023. We talk about action plan. You better start your year off right. So with that being said, Sonya, I love you. I'll be right back here inside of the backstage.
Listen, Chyna, this is going to be so good, because I was like, Chyna, let's just end the challenge with a bang. And a bang for me, everybody, is a 300-foot mega yacht in Miami, Florida, that we are going to be giving away because you invested in yourselves to be here tonight. So first off, Chyna, thank you so much for having me as a part of your challenge. I remember we were talking about it. She's like, well, girl, you got to be in it. I'm like, oh, no, I thought we were just fleshing it out. But the thing is, truly, the conversation tonight is, how do you dominate your lane? And I'm going to say this as humbly as possible, but I do dominate and probably the only one truly dominating the lane of student loan debt. Now, I asked the Lord, I said, well, Lord, why did you give me student loan debt? Could it had not been makeup? Could it had not been, I don't know. But it's student loans. And sometimes, guys, your gift isn't convenient. So, Chyna, I'm going to be really transparent with you. Student loans, I make it look really fun and sexy, but nobody wanted to really do student loan debt, okay? So I had to embrace it. And when I started to embrace my gift, and a lot of people are wasting a lot of time, losing a lot of money because they're not embracing their gift. And when I realized that the gift is helping people at layman's terms, like just breaking it ABC 1, 2, 3 student loan debt down, as a result, I'm able to be a multimillionaire. But I was in the beginning like, this is some bull crap. I don't want to talk about this. Right, Chyna? You ever had a moment where you're like, I don't want to do this? And then here's the thing. When I started to get over myself, I said, but that's what God asked me to do. So I want to talk about how to dominate the gift today, which is so important. And dominating a lane happens once you own the gift. Now, I wanted to change to my hand. I like how you had yours. That's good. So here's the thing. We're going to get into some open conversation, some transparent conversation. I'm going to try to leave 5 minutes for Q&A. I do have a 30-minute hard stop, but I wanted to make sure that I give as much game as much time as possible. So if you're ready to get started, please type ready. If you're ready to get started, please type ready. So guys, first things first, when you're thinking about what lane you can dominate in, what lane are you so good at? And I want you to talk to me in the comments. What lane are you so good at that when somebody say your name, they think of what? Like really quick, like we say Michael Jordan, we think of basketball. We say Kobe Bryant, we think of basketball, right? Tiger Woods, we think of golf. He wanted us to think of other things, but we think of golf, right? Mike Tyson, we think of boxing. So when they say your name, what do they think of? And that's what you have to focus on when it comes to dominate your lane. If you can't answer me tonight about what somebody should be thinking of when your name is said, it's okay, but it's not okay to stay in that place. Everybody follow so far? If you follow so far, type yes. So what I need today from all of you is I need you to start thinking about how in 2023 your name is going to be synonymous with something, because there's riches in the niches. When somebody doesn't know what to call on you for, they don't call you. But when they say what, I think Leah, were you talking about makeup earlier, Leah? I was trying to read really quickly. Leah, what was the gift that we were talking about right here? Let me go back. Leah, did Leah do the makeup? Let me see. Yeah, she does. Faces by Leah, permanent makeup. So when we say Leah's name, if we don't think about makeup, this is all wrong. Matter of fact, and Leah, what city and state are you in? What city and state? Because Leah, the goal, and let me be clear, a goal, now it could be the goal because you have your own goals, Leah. Let me not impose my goals on you. But Leah, let's say, what state are you in? What city and state? Really quickly, what city and state? I want to make this tangible. She's in Baton Rouge. So when I hit Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I need Leah. I don't need Tanya. I don't need TT. I don't need Stacy. I need Leah. Does that make sense? And so that's how we got to get people. And Leah, if your goal and you desire to be a national renowned makeup artist, then we've just got to get more people to know who you are. So write this down. Number one, what do you want people to make your name synonymous with? What do they want your name to be synonymous with? Leah, I might take you up on that because I'm coming out there soon. So what do they want your name to be synonymous with? If they think of you with too many things, you're not going to make no money. You might make a little bit of money, but the money comes from the niches. Number two, how do we get more people to know you? The more people that can know you will flow you. So the money comes easily, effortlessly, and abundantly. It's a flow when they know you. So now, Leah, the question is, for 2023, dominate. How do you make it to where, Leah, when somebody think of the word makeup, we don't think of Sephora. We don't think of MAC. We think of Leah applying our makeup or teaching us how to do our makeup. Does that make sense, everyone? So if you're following so far, type yes. So you have to start thinking about in this year, if we're talking about really making some money, some extra money, some more money, or we want the side hustle to be the main hustle, how do you dominate your lane? And get super clear. Your prayer should be going every day into 2023. Dear Lord, please clarify my gift. Dear Lord, please help me to choose one thing. Dear Lord, please help people to make my name synonymous with so-and-so. So listen, when I started off with student loans, that's all I did. Matter of fact, if you want to be really honest, I got a lot of gifts and talents that make me money y'all don't need to know about. You don't need to think about me for nothing else besides student loans. You don't need to know that I do Airbnb. You don't need to know that I do Turo. You don't need to know that I'm into some crypto. You don't need to know none of that, because the money, the millions are in the niches. So they say, well, what do you do? I never forget. This guy was trying to date me. And he was like, well, what do you do? Because he just was trying to put it all together, trying to get out my business. Who are you? The I to the R to the S, sir? It's not going to work. I said, student loans. He said, well, what else do you do? You travel a lot. You speak student loans. Yes, I might speak and do some business consulting. Yes, I might empower women. Yes, I might do brunches. Yes, yes, yes. But you don't need to think of me other than the student loan doctor. That's it. Because when a student loan problem arises in your mind, I want to be the first one you call or tell somebody to call me. So I had to become super clear. My branding had to become super clear. And listen, everyone write down the word no. Come on, let's practice. I got something good for y'all today. If this is good for you so far, type yes. I got something real good for you. I want you to understand something. The word no is going to make more yeses for you. Let me say it again for the people in the back. The word no. Everyone type no. No. N-O. Did you know that the word no is a universal word? No, 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 no. You can do it in different ways, but it's still no. I don't know no in no other word, no other language. It's no. It's no in Spanish. It's no in English. It's just no. Okay. The word no is going to give you big yeses. What do you mean by that, Sonia? Let me break that down. A lot of you are saying yes to too many things. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can help everybody but your own selves. This is not the year for you to give everybody a yes. You need to learn tonight the word no. No is going to free you. Matter of fact, it's going to give you so much time. You won't be looking at yourself like, I didn't even know I had so much time to work on my gifts, my skills and talents, because there's an amazing program that Dr. Chyna is building out for you guys that want to keep going further with this. You're going to have to say no to some things so a big yes can come your way. Michelle, this is for you. Very good. Because let me tell you something. When I started off, God tested me. He was giving me little contract opportunities. A part-time job came my way. This is when I was starting off the student loan doctor. And I said, oh, God, I ain't got nothing but $100 in my account. And Lord knows I need to say yes. But I think you want me to say no. And I think you test me. Everybody know when the Lord is testing them. Type yes if you know when the Lord is testing you. And I say, I'm going to just, no. I was like, no, I can't do it. No, I can't be a part of this business with you. No, I can't be your partner. No, I can't go. No, no. Matter of fact, people stopped asking me because the damn no was so loud. They was just like, she gonna say no anyway. So now when I say yes to something, they know this is a hard yes. They know it's a thought through yes. They know that I got space for them because my yes is powerful because I don't say yes to everything. And matter of fact, if you want to be really transparent, the way you really get rich is you start knowing how to monetize your time. See, a lot of y'all saying yes to too much stuff. You saying yes to dating people you shouldn't date. You saying yes to family members that don't support you. You saying yes to friends that's really enemies. They just smile a little different. You saying yes to overcommitting and overachieving, and you want to be popular, but your ass not paid. I don't know if we could cuss on here. I'm sorry. So listen, you're just saying yes to too many things and not enough no. Because if you start using the word no, it's going to get you back in your lane. So the thing is, you can't call me to do everything. No, I'm not going to do your challenge. No, I'm not coming to your event. No, I'm not going on that date. No, I can't be your friend. No, I'm not going to dinner. No, you can't pick my brain at lunch. No. And it feels really good, I tell you right now. Because you know what? There is no such thing as free time when you make your time. So I don't really have free time. I have discretionary time. So do I discretionarily want to catch up on, what show am I watching these days? Sisters. I used to feel bad for watching TV. But then I was like, you know what? I want to just do 1 hour of TV a week. I like looking at somebody else's life because mine is a movie in itself. Hello, somebody. You know, matter of fact, when I get off the call, which I'm going to be super transparent, I got to go to dinner. I got to turn it up. I'm about to turn on my Lamborghini, and I'm about to make a movie here in Miami because I said no to so many things. So yes, I'm able to go out tonight and drive my 6-figure car. See, you got to listen. Well, you know, I do love the art of comedy. I just take my classes. That's my pastime. Some of you have to realize how to get to the big yes by saying no. And I'm here to be your wake-up call that this is going to be the year that you got to get a little bit more selfish with you. So when you invested in this challenge for yourselves, congratulations. That was the first time that some of you say yes to you. Because some of y'all would have said, I can't be a part of this challenge because little Ray Ray needs something. Or I'm going to have to go ahead and do this next week. And we always talk ourselves out of great opportunities. But the last time I checked, it ain't many opportunities that you can pay $97, $297 to pick Millionaire Brains. I never seen it. It ain't that many opportunities. So why is this person so successful? See, you're looking at a reform overdrafter. See, Chyna don't really know my business, but I'm feeling generous tonight. You know, if we would have met each other, guys, let me see, what year was that? Okay, that account was always negative. About 9 years ago, negative $386 is usually where each bank account resided. Now, if you know about that life, you ain't got to put your business in the comments. You know, if we was at church, you would go like this with the finger. So we virtual tonight, so you just keep your business to yourself. Now, how did she go from negative to the positive? Because I started to own the gift. I started to see what really mattered and what didn't and who didn't. I started to say, you know, I don't like being at the bar. You know, I used to love being at the neighborhood bar, because one thing about your neighborhood bar from Philly is that the people there are consistent. I know I'm going to see you on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I know we're going to see each other about 8, 9 o'clock. And matter of fact, if I don't see you, I should DM you or text you and see if you're all right. I was sick of giving 40, what was that, 120 that I didn't have just to be around people that weren't going nowhere. Maybe you don't go to the bar and spend $40 Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And to be honest, guys, I didn't even have a drinking problem. I wasn't even going there drinking. It was just comfortable. Some of y'all like going places where it's comfortable. And I said to myself, well, ain't nothing happening new here. And last time I checked, I'm blessed and extremely highly favored, and I'm up here playing like I'm normal. This may not really be the environment for me. Some of y'all keep yourselves in environments that is too damn comfortable. You'll wonder why you're not getting ahead because you're hanging with the same people from 2000 and something. You don't got no new friends. Your old friends is broke. They don't want no more than what they have. God bless them. You ain't got to get rid of everybody, but damn it, could you find some new friends that's thinking like you, that's making like you, to making some money like you want to be making, that's praying like you want to be praying, that's traveling like you want to be traveling, that's dating like you want to be dating, that's married like you want to be married. You got to get around something new. So the other thing is, how do you dominate your lane? Get your ass in a new room. So congratulations, some of y'all got into a new virtual room today. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all don't even get to see this side of me. I don't even get to go off like I used to go off because things are so political now on Instagram and everybody got an opinion. But for this community, I feel like we family. Is we family tonight? Type yes if we family. And for Chyna, I'm going to go off for y'all because who's going to tell y'all the truth? A lot of people around you is allowing you to be comfortable. So you're looking at them like, why am I not making more? Why am I not doing more? And they don't got nothing different than you. So you got to keep thinking to yourself, how do I get in new rooms? How do I get more growth? How do I get with mentors? You're under the tutelage of a prayed up $1 million mentor. So the last time I checked, it's really difficult to get Chyna out of her home. And I say right now, we technically got Chyna out of her home. She's in the comfort of her home because it's virtual, but she don't have to do this challenge. So I just want to stress, step 1, I applaud you for being here. But what does step 2 look like for you? How are you going to continue to learn in this environment? Some of you are going, and I'm just going to keep it real with you. They said we're going to keep it a bean. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Some of you, when you get out of this challenge, you're going to be so excited, but not going to do ish with the information. Some of you just signed up, you watched the replay, and you said, that girl's so funny. And your life never changed it. Your bank account still overdraft. Your credit still shot. You're laying up to people you don't want to lay next to. You're texting friends that ain't really your friends. You don't know how to handle family that's overstepping boundaries. You're not going to learn anything new because you think that it takes one time to invest in yourselves. Does that make sense? Now, I know it's getting quiet in the comments. I know I'm hurting your feelings, but that's all right. You'll like me tomorrow. Maybe next year. But the point is, if I could have had somebody talk to me like I'm talking to you a little quicker, a little sooner, you know how many heartaches I would have saved? You know how much money I would have saved? You know how much time I would have saved? You know how I would have moved out of Philly a long time ago. If you would have told me the heck was to get to another city where driving a Lamborghini is like driving a Honda, I'd have been here a long time ago. Matter of fact, if you would have told me for what I was paying to ball so hard in Philadelphia could have got me a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house that ain't got no damn neighbors and got grass and pools, I'd have did that a long time ago. But nobody talked to me like this. So you got to keep getting in rooms where they're not trying to be your friend. Now, if you follow me and we happen to be virtual friends, or I see you on my boat, then I'm excited. But I'm not going to lie to you. And if I don't see your ass again, at least you learned some truth about yourself today. You're going to have to make some decisions about your life now before 2023 comes in. You don't have to wait until 2023 to become a new person. Matter of fact, it would be weird for you to wait until 2023 to say, I'm going to start my life afresh and new. That would be extremely weird. You got to put yourself in a position now to say, what do I want my life to look like? Now, if I had permission before we get into Q&A to just help you evaluate how you live and type yes. Now, it's not going to be comfortable, Chyna. And she knew who she asked to be a part of this year. So she shouldn't have asked me to be a part of this if she didn't like me, how I talk. I think she accepts me for who I am. So let me just say this and I'm going to get out your way because I told you I got big plans today. I'm excited. Let me just say this. You're going to have to start evaluating how you're living now before the money comes. Before the money comes, you need to start asking God to trust you now. It's about to get real uncomfortable in here, and this is what you signed up for. You're like, well, I thought you was talking about how to dominate your lane. Well, you can't dominate no damn lane if you can't dominate your home. If you can't dominate your car. Right now, somebody is not driving the best car. And I ain't talking about it got to be a Lamborghini or a Range Rover, but let it be the best Honda. Let it be the best Grand Am. Let it be the best Camry. Could you act like it's a Bentley, please? So you can show God that you could do what it do with a Bentley. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something about it. One thing about 2 things for sure. I ain't never got to lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that I remember the year I made this decision. Give me a moment. Don't rush me. Give me a moment. I want to talk about this for a second. Where is the picture of my Camry? There we go. Boom, 2019. 2019. Oh, let's see. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that? I was the student loan doctor in 2019. Y'all see that damn bumper missing? And y'all see, hold on, let me see. Do y'all see the duct tape? And I'm up here being somebody's student loan doctor. Y'all see the emblem missing? I was living in a depression in 2019. And I said, I don't want to keep driving this shit. I don't drive no car. I ain't drive no car like this. I had insurance. And I was running around. I'm so glad to close rooms so I could talk to y'all honestly tonight. I was dating the wrong man. Do you know when the insurance check came, he said, we'll just get the part off of Amazon. My homie put it together. Well, did the homie forget that I don't like duct tape or missing emblems? I'm just telling y'all my business tonight. So when I dumped his ass, I had to go fix my Camry. Let me tell you something. I had to go fix my Camry. Yes, I did. Let me see, what day was that? Yeah. It took me about 6 months to dump him and fix the Camry. That's step one. I said, God, I want you to trust me with a Tesla. Can I just talk to y'all tonight? I just want to go up somebody's alleyway tonight. And I don't know, the Lord told me to tell y'all this story. And anyway, I said, I just wanted you to trust me with a Tesla, Lord. He said, well, Sonia, you don't even take care of the Camry. So I had to go get the Camry detailed. I had to fix the bumper. I had to order off of Amazon the covering. Some of y'all don't even got new sheets. Y'all want a luxury home, but y'all want to take the same damn sheets there? Y'all want a new, my bed is $11,000. I don't have a problem going to sleep. Let me tell you what happens when I go to that bed. So that's how I fall asleep. I prayed for $11,000 bed because I got back issues. Before he could give me $11,000 bed, I said, Lord, let me just add a mattress topper. Let me buy me some sheets that I would put on $11,000 bed. I don't even know beds China could cost $11,000. But you know, that's what they cost when you move to Miami and you want something good. Okay, let's keep going with the story. But stop asking for stuff you ain't about to prepare for. Some of y'all need to prepare right now before we go in 2023. Is this going up anybody's alleyway tonight? I got to tell y'all this stuff because nobody's going to talk to you like this. You talk about getting rich. Y'all want you to get rich in your mind first. Get rich in your home first. Nobody got to see what you're doing. Buy some new dishes. Stop eating paper plates. Buy some new Chinaware. Come on, somebody. Oh, let's keep going. So I said, Lord, if you could just get me can I get a Tesla, Lord? He said, all right, let me see how you handling. Let me see how you handling the Camry. So I got my credit up. About let me see what year was this. Oh my God, look at God. So about 8 months later, he blessed me with a Tesla. And I love my little Model 3. My little Model 3, I'm telling you something right now, couldn't tell me nothing. I came out, now let me say something. I picked up that car as soon as the dealership opened. And some pots is good from 30 years ago if they're your grandmama pots. But you deserve new pots for when company come. But thank you for being honest. Okay, so I said, I want to see what it looked like. Drive a Tesla. And then I said, God, I want the Tesla that go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Matter of fact, God, I realized that I am grateful for this Model 3, but it's not big enough for me, and I'm a big girl. Lord, you see it in your mind to allow me to upgrade and not lose my principal. He said, well, you've been handling the Model 3 so well. Matter of fact, 4 months later, he gave me a Model S in a mink coat. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. You're just talking to a girl that had a credit score of 530 and negative 386 about 9 years ago. That's just all we talking about today. All right, so then I said, well, God, I think I want to travel a little more. Can I talk about my traveling? I don't want to sit in the back no more. I don't want to sit in row 23 no more. I don't want to sit next to people. I got hips. I like first class. I said, but what about, because I had some millionaire friends. See, I had to change my network. They said, Sonia, can I tell you what they said? Put my picture on my picture. I keep this in my favorites because I need to be reminded of these moments when I'm not having such a great day. I said, well, Lord, what would it look like to get on a PJ? Can you put me on a private jet, oh Lord? Can you put me on it? Because I wanted to know what it was like to turn up and listen to Meek Mills in the air. And yes, the PJ did take off. Don't try me. Try Jesus. Yes, I did take off in that PJ. And then I said, well, Lord, let me find my next photo because I got time today. I got to get off of this very soon. But I said, well, Lord, what would it look like to charter my jet so my friends and family in my community could know what it would look like to get on a private jet? So, Lord, let me charter a private jet for the community. Lord, what would it look like? Some of y'all don't be thinking big enough for just yourselves, but when you start thinking big, it overflows to the people around you. You know what? Let me just keep going. Is this okay or is it getting uncomfortable? Is it okay? If it's okay, type okay. If it's uncomfortable, type uncomfortable. And I hope you say it's uncomfortable because that means your ass is in the right space. You don't need to keep being comfortable. Okay? All right. So I said, oh, Lord, what would it look like? Everyone type exposure. Exposure. What you didn't realize tonight that you signed up for was what we call exposure. Exposure. You signed up for exposure. You should not leave this challenge thinking the same. You're talking to a little girl from Philly who all she saw in her life was her mama help on her own. My mama ain't had no help. She was a school teacher. She ain't never collect no benefits, no food stamps. She was too proud for that. And she got sick at an early age, and I had to work at age 16 forevermore. You looking at somebody that shouldn't be a multimillionaire. I should be back in Philly making whatever an hour, having 3 jobs. I probably should have a few kids by now because ain't nobody trying to commit to your ass in Philly. I'm just keeping it a bean tonight. But I changed my life because of exposure. So one of my good friends, Nehemiah Davis, said, I like to have you drive one of my cars. I said, boy, why you got me driving your car? He said, I want you to drive this car because you need to know what it's like. I know you like your Tesla. I know you got your X6. He was like, but I need you to know what it's like to drive a Lamborghini. I think because I like cars. I'm a girl that like cars. I said, well, all right. I was scared, y'all, because I don't know if y'all ever been in a Lamborghini before, but it got controls that don't really give you no directions. So I said, I'll drive it. At least I could do for you. Child, he had me drive that Lamborghini over the Miami Bridge. Well, Lord, how do I get a Lamborghini? You did it before. I think you could do it again, oh God. So this is my first Lamborghini. I called her Midnight. But then, there's more to the story. Hold on. Don't rush me. I said, well, God, I think my Lamborghini ain't the latest Lamborghini, because when you open the door, it don't got the auto Lamborghini in Italian. It's kind of in English, and the latest ones is in Italian. And I'm a little petty, and the panel look a little different. So, dear God, how can you advance me to another? I just want to know, is it possible? So I just asked him. He said, well, let me see what I could do. And then 4 months later, he gave me this one. The one I'm about to drive tonight. Let me show y'all. You can't really see it. Hold on. I'm seeing it in front. It's my birthday. Oh, it's going to mess up. But anyway, I call her Snow White. She's all white. That's what I'm saying. What am I talking to y'all about? We about to go into Q&A. Things didn't change for me just because the Lord favored me. He liked me. I'm likable. I paid my tithes when I could, No. God came alongside my vision because I told him first I was ready to dominate my life. See, when I told God what the plan was, and he knew I was serious, I ain't going to date this person no more. I ain't going to do this no more. I ain't going to drink. That's when he said, she's serious. I might have to show up for her. Sometimes God be waiting on you. So you're wondering why things ain't changing. You change first. And then he'll come beside you. That's what it's got to look like for 2023. And every picture I just showed you guys happened within a span of 2 years. I'm not that deep. I'm not that talented. I'm just going to outwork your ass. I'm not going to lie. I don't sleep until I make my goals. Some of y'all sleeping and you're broke. Wake up. I don't know how you're tired. You're broke. You should be concerned and awake. I don't sleep when I hit my goals. I still don't sleep when I hit my goals. So you got to get some fire about yourself. And if you got somebody laying next to your ass that says, babe, come back to bed, and he can't help you with your goals, and his ass is broke too, you in the wrong house, sis. Get out. That's a deterrent. Nobody likes these conversations, though. All right, Chyna, you might want to come back on now, darling. I got to wrap up. I got to go. Chyna, I know they didn't know what they signed up for.
Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. Everybody needs a Sonya in their circle because it's not about convenience nor comfort. It is really about the truth. Somebody that's going to look you in. All of our conversations, to be honest with you, when we talk, we it's both on both sides, very straight. Ain't no sugar, ain't no coating. It is very straight dialogue. And that is how you level up. You don't level up in a world of fluff, right? You level up in the truth, because here's the reality of it. One of the things you kept saying, Sonya, people are not going to tell you this stuff. They're going to talk about it behind your back, but they won't tell it to you, to your face. And those are the things that's required. Wow. Lord, y'all got a reality check today. Well, ma'am.
I hope they still continue to follow you and I, because this conversation can truly hurt somebody's feelings. And I'm going to just say this. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry if it hurt your feelings, because where else will you get this conversation? And I hope, Chyna, I don't know if you plan on doing this, but I hope you're building out something that they continue to learn with you about, because here's the reality. See, China, this conversation can't happen once. See,
Right.
if I really had more time, I'd have went through all the books I read with them. I'd have went through all the podcasts, all the conferences. You
Yep.
know, I was looking for China. And in China, I told China the truth about this. When I first met her, it was one of those private jet moments. I said, this girl is a lie. Damn. She flitted around. She was taking content. I said, just sit down. Shit. And I said, in hindsight, I said, damn, she really know how to maximize the moment. And I said, well, why is she making me so uncomfortable? Now I liked her, but she was doing too much. It was early. And I liked it because you know what I saw in her? China was hungry. China is hungry. And I realized when her and I met, wasn't hungry at that point in my life. I said, that's why I'm uncomfortable, because she remind me of me. But I ain't me right now. All right, let me keep watching her. So I watched her the whole trip. She didn't know I was a little stalker. And I said, this girl she was photo shoot with the salad. And I'm like, the salad looked like it was God. She's photo shoot every damn thing. She had a candle vase. Like, I said, what is she doing? I learned so much about it. So listen, the reality is you need people around you that can take you to the next level, because not to be funny, if your ass could have took yourself, you'd have been there by now. But you're not there yet. I'm not where I need to be yet. So I have to stay with a China. I got to stay with a Nehemiah. I got to stay with all the people that are on the trajectory of excellence, because the vision has been made clear to them. So you stay. Somebody said, I remember her posting stories. Yes. So you have to stay around the people that pour into you. All right. Do we have time for a Q&A, China? Just a little one?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Let's
then I got a hard stop in like 4 minutes. So this person ain't mad at me, Chad.
You got a hard stop in 4 minutes.
Yes. What do you need me to do?
So go ahead, y'all. Put y'all questions in the chat. Anybody have any questions for Sonia? Sonia, thank you for your transparency. I think it's important. And one of the things that you said that may make people uncomfortable right now is you saw me doing things that you were not doing yet, but those are the things that you needed to be doing. And the fact that I was doing it was uncomfortable. And that's a reality. You see people thriving and you don't know what that feeling is, right? Right? Inspiration sometimes could feel intimidating in the beginning until you realize that's inspiring you to move in that direction. So type some questions in, guys, quickly for Sonia before she leaves. I'm excited that you're able to have this dialogue. You know, you talked about.
Let's talk about the boat real quick. What they're going to win.
Yeah. Oh, please. Yes.
I don't know how you're going to do the giveaway. I might have to head out before that. But China is giving away. I wish we could share screens over here. They need to see the
screen.
Okay. Just do me a favor. China, go to the website so they can just see it.
What is it?
SeaFairYachts.com.
SEA Fear?
SEA Fair, FAIR Yachts, YACHTS.com. SeaFairYachts.com. We pull it up, you'll see it. What do you do when you have no brand? Excuse me. You have no money, but you feel a pull on your life. Well, you have to ask God, what do you start with? And even if you fail, it's really not a failure, because at least you learn something in the failure. Go back, China. Click the bar back right there. It's like where it says Seymour. You guys see that boat? Somebody's going to win a ticket to get on this yacht with me in China, January 9th.
Boom. That's the Seymour one here?
That's it right there.
Girl. Okay, wait a minute. How do it just keeps sliding. Is that okay?
Yeah, just let it keep sliding. I just want them to see the slideshow.
Y'all, first of all, I've been on a lot of yachts, but never 300 foot. This is major. I know you had a chance to share your story about how this happened and how God just really moved, but I don't think people understand exposure.
Oh, this boat is 100,000 plus. And when I told the lady what I wanted to do to tell and show people how to dominate their lane in 2023, she said, let me pray on this. Which her exact words. She said, I want to see what I can do for you. She called us the next day and gave us the boat for less than half of what she should have charged us. And I threw my Amex card at her before she changed her mind, y'all. So that's why we were able, we got a sponsor recently. The general admission tickets are like $497. I was able to give away a ticket to China. We want to see you at this event because you don't get a chance to see 10 millionaires for $4.97 chance. Chyna, they don't get a chance to hear from millionaires for what they paid you. It's not in theory possible for somebody that's that productive and needs their time to offer things that's affordable.
Right. No, absolutely. First of all, one of the reasons is because we talked about it before. The lower the price, the high value people feel like it's not for them.
Right.
So a lot of times when you lower the bar, you lose the winners. You raise the bar, you lose the losers. And it's not to call a person a winner or a loser, but that's the reality of it. There are people who know the value that they have, and they want to be around other people with value. They don't want to be around people who are questioning and investing in themselves. They pass that level when they know that they've been at that level longer than they've been at the level that they're at now. And so it becomes dangerous, because if they get connected to old habits, it's like a person with an addiction. A lot of people don't understand that different things that we go through in life could be like addiction. You got to get away from things that cause you to go back to places you don't want to go to, and stay connected to things that take you where you want to be at. And so, no, absolutely. Absolutely. The fact that they get to win this today, that's amazing. All of the ultimate experience ticket holders, you guys will have a chance to win. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who's going to win this yacht, but you have to be prepared to come to Miami January 9th. Your ticket is taken on a yacht. I know that once you win, we could talk about some hotel options that you will have to purchase. Obviously, you have to get yourself there if you're not in Miami, and all the details will be made available. But it's for people who serious. You know, when I think about who should win this, we could do a drawing. I can just go ahead and shake up a box and say, okay, let's see a name who come out the box. But the truth is, when we think about success, is about who's the most prepared, who's really ready to go to the next level, who's going to value this the most, right? Versus, okay, I'm here, let me take some pictures. That's fine. But who's really in a position to take this information and then scale from it the way they need to scale from it? So, Sonia, what do you think we should do for the winner? How do you think we should select the person who's going to win this? I know I have prepared. I will say this before you even answer. My team has prepared something because of the response. Some of you have been sending emails. You've had questions. And I know a 3-day challenge, though we spend about 2-3 hours a day, it's just not enough for you to put it all together. I know I spent at least $120,000 minimum on a low end to get to, just in 1 year, what was necessary for a new business to go into a new vertical, which is what you see right now. So there's no way that I could take what I gained in that year and condense it as much as I want to, because there's different businesses that you guys have, there's different industries that you guys are in, and you need a customized experience, a one-on-one. For some of you, you need a deep dive into what you got going on, so you know how to close off this year and go into the next year being in environments like this right here. Because I'm gonna tell you, this right here, your life can't possibly be the same after having access to something like this. Intimate access like this. So ready to break the code. Let me just see who this is saying this. So somebody asked you a question, Sonia. Were you able to answer it?
Let me see. I already am going to break the code. So I'm ready. Let me see. What was the question?
In fact, this is what I'm going to do now, Sonia, while you're up here. I'm going to give them, because I think I have this link. I'm going to give them, because I know you got to go. I'm going to give them an opportunity so that if they have questions now about this, even while you are here. Now, Sonia, don't laugh. Okay, my team made it on sale for everybody. So don't make me feel weird when you see these prices, okay? Because listen, if you have prices with stuff that's too low, you could lose. If you don't level up, you could lose access to your current network of people, because they're like, hold on now, wait a minute, that's just weird. That's all your word right now. She'd be like, okay, Chyna, it's getting a little weird. You know, I don't know now. You know, if Neo saw something like this, what would he think? How would he think? You know, if you know, even with her and him, that just the $5 million day. I mean, hey, is this going in the right direction? I know you know, but this is me giving them a discount. Here it is. This is me giving a discount for everybody who got the ultimate. You got access to one-on-one with me. Let me actually put this in the chat right here. Let me see how I could put this. Let me put it in the chat on you.
Does that say 11,000?
It's 1,100. Don't
11,000.
So
this is not good.
Wait a minute.
It's a typo. It's supposed to be 11,000. But
oh my gosh, I just dropped the link in.
Okay, everybody hurry up, because it's supposed to be $11,111.
Oh my gosh. Let me
Because
get
you
this
talk
up.
about 90 minutes. Lord,
And that's the
it's so
one-on-ones, y'all. This
nice.
is where everything really begins to shift. Honestly, I don't even know what a page is. Let me find this page. Everything shifted for me when I was on a call with somebody and we was on the phone for 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, she said, wait a minute. That was like, her words was this. She said, I felt like before we talked, it was like a sheer, I could see on the other side, but it wasn't clear. And in 15 minutes, she said, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. So
Wait,
when
so
you go,
really, really quickly, Shanks, I have to hop out. But
yeah,
listen, just want to ask you a question. So they get 90 minutes with you for 1100,
yeah,
right?
that's a
Thereabout.
virtual experience for
So
11.
guys, really quick testimonial. I was on the phone with China for like 30 minutes, and what she said made me 200,000. So
Wow.
I need now. If we wasn't such good friends, I have to book this now. But maybe because I talked to your people today, we're talking again. So the point is, you don't need to move slow on this because she has a way of getting right to it and helping you pull out the money. So I thought it said 11 because I didn't know what that meant because 90 minutes you can make 11,000. So anyway, the point is, really quick, I just want to say thank you, Keisha. I'll see you on the boat. She went VIP. She did a detailing on her car. I just wanted to acknowledge Keisha giving feedback, and I'm excited to meet and hug you on the boat. So, China, I need to go.
I know.
But
Thank you so much, Queen. I'm
thank you,
excited.
thank you,
I'm
thank you.
super, super excited. Yes, y'all show Sonya
Yes.
some love. Show her some love if you appreciate her transparency, her candidness. If you understand that if you want to go to the next level, you got to stay tapped in, y'all. This is just the beginning. Sonya, thank you. Have fun
Yes.
tonight. Have fun tonight. Have fun tonight. Thank you so much. I cannot wait for January 9th. You already know I'm coming bringing everything. Okay, we
Oh,
are
it's gonna be
coming
so
bringing
good.
everything to serve. So thank
Yes.
you, Queen. I appreciate
All
you.
right. Have a good night.
Thanks so much. Bye for now. Ooh, y'all. Wow. Sonya. She did not come to play. I know that was different, guys, but behind the scenes is different from just what you see on social media. And once again, that candid conversation is absolutely priceless. So we have put something together for those of you who know you need more. The reality of it is that I want you to leave today with an action plan regardless, so that you know that you need to dominate. Sonya really poured out a lot of things in pure transparency. You kind of got to get out of the comfort zone that you're in and go into the space that you need to go into. And it's really about being in the rooms. And it's not just being in the room one time. It's being in the room over and over and over again. That right there is like a cheat sheet. I cannot express to you guys enough the power of being in the right environment. So here's the 3 options that you have. I am offering you guys a 90-minute rapid breakthrough session. This rapid breakthrough session, just going into details with you, is really going to help you to gain clarity on your particular business in the direction that you need to go in, as well as the courage that you need. Some people, no matter what the blueprint is that I give you, the courage that you need to just do it and just to jump is one of the things that is absolutely priceless. And you'll be able to do it with confidence. So you'll gain the clarity, the courage, and the confidence necessary to do it at a speed. So when we talk about 90 minutes may not seem like if you're going for a ride or doing something simple. But 90 minutes, when we're focused on what your goals are and to execute and come up with a very focused plan, is powerful. 15 minutes could be life changing, believe it or not. So you'll have the gift of speed, gift of focus, gift of co-creation, because now you're not by yourself. This is not a conversation you're having with a friend who can't really give you the support that you need. This is going into co-creation with me, really helping to be the brain for you in that moment, where you having that passion and me committed to doing it. And this is a virtual experience. And so there's no need in this case to lift the Uber anywhere, because it is right there in a virtual setting. Now, I only have so many of these available for this year to close out, so that we can really make sure that we can maximize, whether we're discussing what your Christmas and holiday campaign looks like, your New Year's campaign look like, what that looks like, giving you all of the resources that you need for your marketing, what your brand needs to look like, making sure that you're clear in that area, or even if it's development of product. Maybe you don't know what direction you should go into, whether it's a physical product or virtual product. Maybe it's getting funded. Maybe you need the resources and you need the money, having access to those tools, or going about getting the money, right? You got access to the tools, but how do I get the money? Whether it's funding traditionally or whether it's grants, loans, or whatever the case may be. Then we have the VIP day. This right here, y'all, I'm really excited about it. I've never made this available, and I've only made my one-on-one available to clients that I already have who've made money with me, okay? This right here is normally $2,200. For the 90 minutes, you guys have it 50% off, so it's 11.11. This one is a in-person one-on-one Royal VIP experience in Gladstone. You didn't see this because one of our mentors, he does this for $100,000. Okay, I'm not being funny, but when you've been able to make multiple seven figures inside of any particular industry, people want to know how, and if you have the blueprint to show them, that gives them basically the cheat code, if you will. So this is a live in-person experience that's normally 10 grand. You'll get it for 55.55. It's in person. This is you literally coming to Atlanta to spend a day with me. This is a half a day VIP experience. It's one-on-one, where in person is going to give you the clarity. You have access to really see me in motion, and we're going to focus on whatever is the focus for you. Once again, is a live in-person half a day experience for you to really hone in and us to get the work done in person for 55.55. And then finally, I'm giving you guys access to not one-on-one coaching here, but this is group coaching, right? For those of you who know that you just need to be a part of what it is that we're doing and continuing the community to support accountability, you have access to that for $777 for the year. This is going to give you annual membership 24/7. It's an app that you download. One of the things that we're going to be kicking off in the VIP community is going to be having grant writers to come in. My goal is for a 4-week acceleration course where you can come in and either learn how to write grants yourself so that when grant opportunities present itself, you can take advantage of it, or you'll have an opportunity to perhaps have the person who's teaching the course to write the grant for you, of course, at a fee. But this gives you access to, we are now doing our group coaching classes every Wednesday. But also kicking off 2020, we're going into more of a structured system over a 12-month course. You will also become an ambassador for Rich University when you take advantage of the membership for the annual membership. So when Sonia talked about what's next and what that looks like, I wanted to give something available to you guys as promised, where you can have it at a discounted price to put you in a position to get in the right rooms, to have seats at the right tables, to be able to really move the way you need to move with proper action steps that go deeper than just the surface of what we were able to talk about today. So I want to pause for a second, give you guys a chance to ask questions about what we discussed. Let me see. Somebody say, love it. Love this, love this, love this, love it, love it, love it, value, value, value. Okay, so any questions particularly about what you're looking at right now, the 3 options that you have? For those of you who know, I just got to go to the next level. I cannot go into 2023 the way that I did before. And this was amazing. I love it. And I'm ready for what's next. I'm ready for what's next. So any questions at all? Any questions at all? Feel free to put them in the chat. Any questions that you have? At all, at all, at all. Any questions? We have 3 different giveaways. I want to cover, get this done. Those of you that are ready to get in position, I want to get you in position. And we're going to go into the giveaways as well. Any questions? No questions. These opportunities are amazing. Awesome, Leah. Thanks so much, Queen. I wanted to do something once again. I know for me, I remember closing out 2020. The close of it? Was it the close of 20? The close of 20? No, it had to be the beginning. Going into 2020, I had an opportunity to make a $10,000 investment. And I knew what I wanted. What I mean by that is, and I did put the link inside the chat. I'll drop that in here. Are these offers only for ultimate ticket holders? I don't know what happens. See, once you click on it, just see what happens. Can I join a VIP after the challenge? I don't know how long this page is up for. I know that it's up for now. My team come back in on Monday. They're off for the weekend. So I do know it's up for now at this price point. Now, VIP, you can definitely join for the VIP community. The one-on-one is a special sale. a special rate for you guys. So it's the end of 2019. And I know I have a vision for my life. And that's why the vision for your life is more important than anything. Having a vision for your life is more important than anything. So I have a vision for my life. I have a vision for my business. I know what I want to do, but I don't have the resources. I don't have the access. And I don't know how I'm going to gain the access. And so lo and behold, this app come out called Clubhouse. And I thank God because Clubhouse made the world smaller. Clubhouse gave me access to people who are right here in my city that I didn't know, and people who didn't know me. And it allowed me to network. And on this app, everybody was just talking about it. And I kind of mentioned to you guys earlier about the young lady who did the ebook. Everybody was talking about these digital products that people should get, and all of this different stuff, or whatever the case may be. And I didn't have any digital products. I didn't have a community, but I knew what I wanted. I had a vision for how much I wanted my business to make. I did not have anything else in hand at the time to make that happen. And so lo and behold, I'm on Clubhouse. I'm adding value. I'm serving my gift. I'm on a lot of stages at this point. That's where I am now. So listen, I'm on a lot of stages at this point. I'm just serving my gift, right? And the beautiful thing about it is I'm in a lane that nobody else is in. I'm talking about crypto. There's no other women talking about crypto, no other Black women for sure talking about crypto. And so I find myself on stages with all of these people that I don't know, but all of us are at the top of our game. Now I'm going into a new vertical, but I've already created a lot of success, millions and millions of dollars in the game. And so I remember an opportunity was presented for me to work with an agency, and it cost $10,000. And it was a decision I had to make on the spot. Now, did I go in that day thinking I was going to spend 10 grand? No, I didn't even probably feel like I had 10 grand to spend. But when I looked at my circumstances, I actually had the money. And it was one shot, one opportunity. This one decision that I made, I ended up going on to spend a lot more money, but I also went on to make a lot more money. This one decision that I made opened up so many doors for me. And it was like, I felt like God was testing me. I felt like he was testing me for what I said that I wanted. I felt like he was saying, okay, this is what you say you want. Well, let's just see if you really want it, because you have to pay for what you pray for. Yes, I could have maybe found a way to put pieces together, but sometimes you don't even know what pieces is required in order for you to get to where you need to get to. Sometimes you don't even know how to do it on your own. And that's where I was. I had done as much as I could on my own. And honestly, it was slowing me down. I wasn't getting to where I need to be at. In 1 month, everything changed for me. 1 month. My whole life was different. I was speaking on different stages. I had access to a different audience. People respected me differently. It was like all the stuff that was so much resistance. All of a sudden it was flow. All of the stuff that seemed so hard, all of a sudden it was like, I belong here. And I started to get on podcasts. I had access to new stages. I developed my digital products. I developed my community. My community began to grow. I mean, y'all, magazine articles, article write-ups, different relationships. You have to first of all have a vision for your life and a vision for your business. The thing that I want you to leave away from here more than anything is that you are going to have to put the work in. You're going to have to show up for yourself. Your vision is going to have to be clear. You need a clear plan on what you're doing. What does 2023 look like for you, right? What does this year look like for you coming up? How many stages do you want to speak on if you're a speaker? How many events do you want to host if you're doing conferences? How many podcasts do you want to speak on? How many articles do you want to be seen in? How many customers do you need to get to $1,000 a day? What product do you need to develop to make sure that you have relevancy in the market? What void do you want to fill that may be missing right now in your industry? Do you need support just getting started to get out here? Do you need the right community to be around you with ideas constantly coming in? Like, what do you feel like you need most? Type it in the chat right now of what you feel that you need most right now in this moment to go into 2023 with the information that we provided to be stronger and to be better. What information? Uh-oh, we just got a new member. Hold on, let me see. A new member just joined. Ashley, was that you? Let me see. Where did it go? Ashley, did you just join? Ashley did just join. Let me see. Wait. No, Ashley was already in. Ashley, you just came in. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just got a notification. Let me see what that was for. Hold on. Let me know what you feel like you need right now. Y'all know we celebrate. So everybody that makes a decision is definitely going to get celebrated for taking action. I'm super excited to celebrate those of you who are action takers, who are ready to go. Some of you already asked about other support that we provided for you guys. Let me see. I just got a notification. Where did that come from? Oh, here it is. Is this it? No. Any questions? Hold on, I'm coming back over. What do you feel like you need now? Connections. Merlan says connections. Merlan, what's your business? I know that you're trading. I know that you're in network marketing. Any other network marketers here? More action steps. What's your business, Michelle? Funding for tax deeds. For homes, for real estate. A clear vision. You need one-on-one for a clear vision. You need some time to focus on your vision, not just something that's kind of general, right? Because you got some steps that you can take, but having somebody to be accountable to you, that have the expertise to guide you, that's a big difference. Lynette, you said for perfect for real estate. Awesome. To delegate more for systems, Kimberly said. Yes, systems is going to be important. You need leverage. There's only so much you can do. You want to be focused on being a visionary. So you definitely want to bring in systems. I would say, depending on your business, determines what your first hire needs to be. Some people first hire maybe as an assistant, like somebody that can do their social media for them. Maybe somebody that can do copy for you. Copy is good too, because the person that's a good copywriter, they can help you with your emails. They can help you with your communication, so that you're consistent. Another thing that people need, let me tell you guys, if you are a virtual assistant, that'll be good, Kimberly. Virtual assistant will be good. There's a site that I will share for virtual assistants. I'll drop it into this community. I gotta get that site. Let me see. Home cleansings. Okay. And you need okay, division, but don't know. Okay, so don't know where to start. Direction, mentorship, credit repair, paydex, guidance, business strategy, personal. Oh, you need a lot. What do you feel like you need right now, though, first, Amari? So what I will say to you guys is the first step for a lot of people after your business has been formulated, if you are not in a position for one-on-one support, get some group support, right? It may be more in the budget for you guys if you're not in a position, and then it's going to require more work. Remember, less money, more work. Less money, more work. I'm just being very transparent with you until you could build up for that one-on-one, right? Get into the rooms as much as you can. This was a great move for you. Now you know you need to do something. Now, what do you need to do? So if you're not in a position to hire yet, you have to do this work yourself. You have to go out and do the market research to see where the voids are in the market, right? Where are the voids in the market? One of the things that Sonia talked about that I think was very important is how can you become synonymous to what it is that you do, so people know how, when they think of this industry, when they think of this thing, they know to think of you. So what I think about is visibility. Ads is going to be very important. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, but doing ads properly. So everything is going to be an investment. Either it's an investment of time, effort, energy, money, but you're going to have to make an investment. Everything is going to be an investment, right? So in the beginning, if you feel like your income is, you're working to build that up, then you're going to have to put that work in. I would say 3 hours a day minimum, 4 hours a day minimum. That's if you work a full-time job. 4 hours a day working on your business intentionally, intensely, will really position you to come into 2023 strong. Sitting back, chilling and watching movies and drinking eggnog and relaxing because you feel like it's the holiday season, that's still a consumer mindset. You have to work for your business the way you would work on a job. Does that make sense? You have to work on your business the way you would work on a job. right? So some of the things that we're going to be bringing to VIP once again is grant writers, 4-week acceleration inside of the community to help you guys get the funding, because some of the challenges is money, right? Some of the challenges is money. You need some money. Obviously, you need the foundations of your business first so you can even get a grant. But if you need more money, you're going to definitely have to be connected to resources where money is going to be available. Okay? Visit local gym, find out. Uh-oh. What is the greatest need in my community for service for children and adults with special needs? My next step is to visit local chambers to find out. That's really good, Merlan. Merlan, what is your business? What is your business, Merlan? Those of you who are in networking, don't minimize that. Let me show you guys the money multiplier. Some of you who are part of my community, you already know what this is. Remember, if you don't have the money, you're going to have to work more diligently to develop the skills that you need in order to get the money. Okay? One of the things that I did and I've continued to do was to learn how to trade. This right here is a game changer, guys. It gives you a step-by-step of what you need to do if you're in a financial market, trading things like foreign exchange or trading things like cryptocurrency. This tells you if you only had $300 to start with, you need the skill. So this is not something that you can just take $300 and think is going to magically multiply, but it shows you how to develop the mindset, the discipline necessary, and having access to tools. We have access to tools. Those of you that are interested in trading, I can provide that for you guys, that allow you to have a $30 day, a $33 day, a $36 day. And you may be saying, wait a minute, I thought we were talking about $1,000 days. We are, but you have to build up to that, right? You have to build up to getting to a point where you're having a $1,000 day, right? Then you get to $100 day. Then you get to a $200 day. All of it is a process, but this shows you how to have a game plan. In this case, it's a trading plan. It tells you what your lot size should be. It tells you how many pips you want to catch, right? It shows you the risk that you'll have in the market, right? The risk that you have in the market, right? And so when we talk about $1,000 day, in this case, with 100% accuracy within a month or so, a little bit more than a month, you had $1,000 a day. However, what I recommend people do is with this, put 50% error in, put 90% error in, because you know things are not going to go exactly the way this demonstration shows you. And so what that means is in 60 trading days, which is about 90 days, if everything goes right 100%, you're at $83,000. But because we know error is going to be in the market, even if you got 50% of this wrong, you're at $40,000. If you have the mindset to discipline and focus, and you're ready to make the investment of time, this is a phenomenal way to build up capital. Phenomenal way to build up capital for what you need to do, right? If 90% of this goes wrong in 90 days, you still took $300 to $8,000, right? And so what I challenge you guys to do is, if you know money is what you need, then you got to put a lot more work in to get the money that you need. If the money you already have, then the money needs to be used to open up the doors. The money needs to be used to open up the doors. That's going to get you the seats. It's going to get you access to more information. That's going to allow you to apply that information. So I wanted to make sure that you guys had access to really seeing this. And even if you had more money that you could invest into the market in order for you to grow it, this shows you 10% growth daily over a period of time, right? 10% growth daily. You put $1,000 in, having access to the financial markets, especially with the right tools, then now day one, your goal would be to make $100. So you started off with a little bit more money, but now over time, look at how much more you made, right? Versus 83,000, you're at $276,000 just because you had the money. The more money puts you in a position, right? Not necessarily that you won't work at all, but you have less work that you would have to do, right? So you're at $276,000, same process, same strategy. The only difference is you have an opportunity to grow a larger number, starting with 1,000, 10% a day, same everything. Risk management still right here. Lot size, obviously it's going to be depending on your balance that you start with, and then your amount of pips. Now, if you wanted to change this, let's just say you wasn't a scalp trader. For those of you who understand trading, We don't have time to teach that right now, but if you wanted to go a further distance, then your lot size drastically decreases. So it's almost like your risk decrease, right? But it's really just a different way to get to that number. So no matter what your strategy is, whether it's a long-term, swinging strategy or positional strategy, or if it's a short-term scalping strategy, once you change how many pips you're going for, it's going to change your lot size. Your risk will always be your risk in the amount, and your goal will always be your goal, depending on what your daily goal is. If your goal was 5% a day, and you can see the numbers were going to change. If it's 5% a day, you change that, and then boom, your numbers change. And then as you can see, in 60 trading days, 5% a day takes you to this number versus what 10% a day would take you to. So these are some things that if you need more money, I'm telling you, when I thought I needed more money, I really needed more heart. When I thought I needed more money, I really needed more heart. Okay? Because what God revealed to me before I made my first million was I actually had the money. But I thought the money was for something else. And I had to make a decision that I didn't want to be in that situation anymore. The money was right there. I didn't even think that I had the money. I didn't think I had the money. The money was right there. I didn't understand what the money was for. I was using the money for the ways that I always use the money. Yet I wanted money to do something different for me than it had ever done. So I decided to sacrifice and use the money differently. It was the greatest thing I could have ever done. Greatest thing I could have ever done. Lynette said you have 3 businesses. However, you desire to be the person for lien, taxes, and tech. That's really good. That's good. Stay in your lane. Focus on that. Develop. Do your market research. Marketing. Advertisement. Listen, somebody could decide you could become whoever you want to be. It really is easy now if you use your money as a tool and make it work for you. You can literally do ads, and all of a sudden, everybody everywhere will see you with these captivating ads. And now, every time we see your name, we connect your name to tax liens. We connect your name to tax liens. So I'm giving you guys an opportunity for some Q&A so that I can use this final segment to focus on how I can serve you more, specifically in the areas that you need. Oh, you just rejoined Rich University because you need a community. Congratulations. I knew I saw something pop up. Y'all show Ash some love. Drop some hearts in the chat, fire emoji. She's an action taker. I know that's right. She said she just joined because she really needs community right now as she builds her brand. That is absolutely, everybody needs to join. I'm telling you guys, community is life-changing. Doing this out here by yourself, I did it for years and I was piecing it together. It requires so much more alone. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It requires so much more doing it by yourself. So I highly recommend you guys get involved, take action, and get started. Click on the link, by the way. Let me just put this in here again. Go see, because some of you guys, let me tell you what the danger is. One of the things that I pride myself on doing is don't count yourself out, count yourself in. Just go see what the offers are. Go see the offers so that you can get your heart and mind in position to start to go to the next level. Don't walk away without even attempting to say this is what you want. Because a lot of when you listen to what Sonia said, she wasn't in position when she asked. A lot of what she asked for, she wasn't in position when she asked. She wasn't in position when she asked. She didn't have the resources when she asked. She didn't know how she was going to do it when she asked. But when she asked for what she wanted, she started to seek it out. She started to move in that direction. Doors began to open for her. Doors begin to open for her. So I challenge you guys to get very intentional on what you say you want. So we are going to be announcing the winner of these different gifts. However, there are some of you who may want to eliminate yourselves from being in the running. maybe for one reason or another. Okay. So we are going to announce the winners of the gift inside of this community. Everybody will have access to the community. I know for sure for 24 hours, but some of you are ultimate ticket holders. You will have access to the community for 30 additional days. That is going to be powerful because you don't even know what may drop in here in that 30-day time frame. I can't promise you anything will, but just having access to accountability alone, right? Just having access to accountability alone is going to be a big deal. Any questions? I'm reserving this time for Q&A. I want to be able to serve you more. Our time is not up yet. I want to be able to serve you more so that you can really get what you need. Congratulations, Ash. It's the action taken for me. It's the action taking from me. Ashley got into Rich University VIP. That is the third option. Let me just share that again. Let me just see. Boom. Boom. She just got into Rich University VIP. That is option number 3. You should be able to see it on your screens right there. Super duper excited for you for going to the next level. I'm excited. 2023 is going to be a very, very big year. It's coaching, Austin time management book. Oh, yes. You guys have that as well. That's going to be dropped in as well. Let me see something if it's populated yet. 1 second. You guys will have that. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful morning. Yes, you will have that, the book and the PowerPoint from yesterday. Somebody asked if they were still unaware of their gift. What is something? Self-love. You fall in love with yourself starts to allow you to appreciate the things that sometimes seem to be hidden. Diana, what do you currently do right now? That is for everyone. The ebook and the PowerPoint from Coach Austin is for everyone, both ticket holders. Hold on, y'all. My thing is acting up a little bit. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. Your esthetician specializing in eyelashes, stitching, and waxing. What do you think that your gift is? I'm just curious. Will you be able to see the recordings in that count? You'll be able to see the recordings right here where you are. Inside of the Facebook. Business was slow for has been slow for you. You went back to working a job. Wow. Okay. That's a marketing situation. What city are you in, Brianna? That's marketing. What city are you in? Is everybody connected to my text chat as well? If you already text, don't worry about doing it. But if you haven't, make sure that you guys are connected. I want to make sure you're connected. Corona, CA, what's CA? California? No, ma'am. You don't think you are. Make sure that you text win to the number I just put in there. It won't be a group. It's just my text community. Text to the number that I just put in the group, 404-737-0688. In fact, I don't know why I didn't use this feature the whole time. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm about to get back to the chat so I can see. Okay, you guys see that there at the bottom. Text that so you guys can be connected. Okay, so you're in California, Brianna? And what did you think your gift was? What do you think it is? That's good, Leah. I love the accountability. Leah said, Brianna, you can partner with influencers in your area and offer discounts for promoting. Y'all, because I didn't say that T word, right? Because I told you guys if you're trying your line, either you're doing it or you're not. So that's a word you definitely want to eliminate from your vocabulary and speak what you want, because that word doesn't, from a subconscious perspective, go ahead and just say what it is. So what I would say is, Brianna, you can partner with influencers in your area and offer discounts for promoting your services. It's a marketing situation, very much so marketing. Most people money situation is marketing. All right, Cynthia, I see that you just came through on VIP for the rich text. Text the word win to that number. Yes, absolutely, Leah. Absolutely. All right, so we have 3 giveaways. I want you guys to put your questions. We have Miss Tessa's masterclass for her 15-minute. The class is in 15 minutes, guys. The class is not 15 minutes. The class is more than 15 minutes. It's just showing you it's a 15-minute makeup masterclass, though. Okay. We have fly in that's going to take place in Houston. Summer 2023. Coach Austin for government contracts and procurement. And then we have the 300 mega yacht. Miami, January 9th, 2023, with 10 millionaires, a complete vibe. Okay, everything else you guys already have inside of your portal. I will make sure we upload to the portal the book and the PowerPoint for Coach Austin. You all have access to 53 grants. And then those of you that are ultimate, you will have access to the community for 30 days. Those of you who are premium, I would recommend you go back and rewatch whatever you need to rewatch for sure for the next 24 hours. Unless you end up upgrading before that access is revoked. Any questions at all on how to serve gift? How to serve your gift? The work that's required, the commitment, consistency, and showing up. Some of you have brands, but you really have to show up for those brands. You got to show up like the people that's around you. You got to be in environments where you always see your accountability going live, promotions, campaigns, because you need a campaign. Oh, what you're saying, Kimberly? You need campaigns. Anybody got a holiday Christmas campaign coming? Most people don't promote themselves enough because they're dealing with their mindset. They feel some kind of way about promoting themselves. People who are wealthy and successful always promote themselves. We always promote ourselves unapologetically. You have to promote yourself. Nobody's going to promote you or take you serious if you're afraid to promote you. If you're not posting 3 times a day on social, you're probably not posting enough. Even if you post, a reel, and do a live, and do a cover for that live. Some of you need photo shoots. You need professional pictures. What's your campaign, Angela? This is the support that you guys, when I made that one-on-one available to help you guys close out the year, is to really help you to have to maximize what you're promoting and releasing, or help you to identify what you can promote and release. Keep in mind the investment that you make. When Sonia said we was on the call, I gave her an idea. She literally made a ton of money off of a conversation. That's because she's an action taker. She knew what to do with the information. You're a comedian and intimacy product manager. Lynette, is that want to say that you're releasing something? Let me see. No, Angela. Okay, comedian. So you are a comedian and intimacy product manager. What do you mean when you say a product manager for actual products? Like a company, or like is it like a network company? Lynette? Oh, Kimberly, you got something big, girl. You need to launch that right away. Yes. I'm excited about the project, Kim. You know I got excited. As a beauty consumer yourself, what void do you see in the industry could be filled? I think that when you look at what Tessa is doing right now, that's huge. She's helping people because we're going to a recession where a lot of people may not come to get their makeup done. Brides are always going to get their makeup done, so doing vending events at shows and stuff like that is always going to be a cost, and going into bridal, shows or any vending shows are good. But teaching people how to do stuff on their own and finding a way to take beauty and go into the digital realm is going to be huge. I don't see a lot of beauty people doing that. Like, I think Tessa being on here was a perfect guide for you, Leah. That's a big deal. Getting in front of camera, people do it on YouTube all the time, but do they have a course? Do they have a master class where it can show people what to do, right? Step by step in their home. Most people think, I don't know if it was Sonya that here, but there's not going to be a lot of virtual live events next year. It'll probably be less live events next year. Okay? So virtual, that's huge for money-making opportunities. You can reach more people online if you have the visibility. How you can grow your audience using your voice. Now you post modeling photos. I just don't know how modeling photos with your voice to attract fast collaborations and all. I think if your voice is the gift, and your voice needs to be what you're promoting. Modeling photos are nice, but that doesn't mean you can sing. Like, you should be singing online. And then you want to position yourself to sing at weddings, sing at different events. I know that Ash really may be able to help with this because she actually, she just dropped her new singles coming out in 2023 February. Kimberly may be able to help. Those who are ultimate, I was sure you have great value of just working with each other in here. But if you sing, I just don't know the strategy behind singing, leading to fashion, leading to them coming back to business with you. And then what is your offer? What's price point, right? I made these price points low for you guys, but prices are actually going up in 2023 for everybody. So you have to become very confident about what you're. You got to get serious about a business model. New single coming out 23 February, possibly singing with signing with a label. You have to gear up, promote. Exactly. Promotion, y'all. If you not promoting stuff, tired of promoting, look at what I did for Richard and the Holiday. This is just a challenge. This is very small. I'm not being funny. This was not a big campaign, but I made it a big campaign. Does that make sense? If you follow what you see being done, you got to get into a habit of having people around you who inspire you. When they do it, you can go do it right away. I take action in the moment that I make the decision. That's a skill. So I may see something, I know I got something going on. I'm like, snap, let me go do this right now. You got to promote so big, and you got to be prepared. Preparation. You have a planning time for a campaign. This is how you serve your gift. Serve it. You serve it. You minimize your gift and be like, I don't want to promote too much, but I don't know what people are going to think of me. Like, we don't say that kind of stuff. That's not a thing that ever crosses our mind. I don't know what people think. They're going to think you serious about your business. That's what they're going to think about you. People are going to respect you as a business professional. That's what they're going to think about you. They're going to think that you're ready to dominate your lane. That's what they're going to think about you. They're going to think you're serious about building your legacy. That's what they're going to think about you. Yes, congratulations, Kimberly. Kimberly plays the saxophone. Saxophone is absolutely amazing. She is always promoting. I don't know how long you've been using Canva. I know we walked in the car. I showed something. She was using it. And your Canva has stepped up. Learn how to do your own content. It is an amazing resource. You need a plan. It doesn't just work as a bunch of pieces thrown in there. You have a company incorporated properly. You got your business set up properly. Your business account set up properly. You're not mingling your businesses properly. You have a product. You've identified your ideal client. Who is your ideal client? Who is your target market? Who are you targeting? Who are you going after? What does she look like? What does he look like? How old is he? Where does he live? What does she like to do? Y'all need a lot of little things, and what you really need, because I can give you a plan of action like detail, out of it one detail for your business. I can give you actionable steps you need to take, and you, because I can't hear you guys, right? And then you know, okay, this is what I need to fill in the gap. This is where I am in this process. Yes, who is your target audience? What do they? I have an avatar. I know who person down to name. Down to her name, what she likes to do. What's important to her. I know this. Now that's some one-on-one stuff there. Even if you want that, I did make like small offers, because to be honest with you, I'm going to a complete, like a small offer on price, a lot of value. Would you agree? A lot of value, but still just tip of the iceberg. We gotta make money. Those of you that are ready to take the action and go to new steps, new levels, you're gonna have to go to a direction of putting in the effort that you need, and your money work for you to do it in capacity, but you still have to do the work. You decide how serious you are. That's all I'm saying. You gotta decide what level you want to play in. That's all I'm saying. You gotta decide what's important to you and what the vision is for your life. You gotta decide that. I want to know who has a campaign for holiday. Who has a holiday campaign? Who has you you making money, y'all? What's the money making plan? Let's talk about a money making plan before we go out. The surprise bonuses, but we gotta close out the money. What's the holiday campaign? You need to run your last album. That's good. You can do that. You just get you, and you got hard with it, right? So what's the date that is going to release to December 9th? You want to get in there and start putting it. Look like? What is your back end like? Where are you housing it at? How are you paying? Right? Do you need a website to build that? Release on chat, but you do not think they are enough to release on other platforms. Where are you recording your music at? December 25th is everybody spent their. Yes, you need a coach leader. Don't make money, y'all. You need somebody that's guide you, especially if you by yourself in the process. Using for promos for now. But when you record music, team, you have 3 sessions for $100 for burn treatment. It's physical. Into a service to get a service done. Okay, will you fly for it? And when is your sale start? You record your music on Rap app. I'm not familiar with that. You want to buy one, get one for Christmas, one and get the second one. That's good. Campaign for that already? Is that right? What do they go to book it? Do they have a booking site? Create a holiday campaign, and you have videos, reels that you all on that one thing. All I did right now was focus on this challenge. I didn't focus on anything else that I do. I didn't focus on my marketing company. I didn't focus on all the things you can work for. You guys just now ask my coach. I release it for you first before I release it for people to have access to fly. Why? They need credibility in the brand, right? They need to have access to who they're connected with. Why? It's going to skip the line and show they're serious in business. They made the investments. They're now with millionaires. They're doing the work necessary. So we put people pay for it. If you feel like you're not posting enough, make sure your copy is good and it's providing emotion. You got a book site, make sure your campaign goes with that. You got a campaign. Some of you need photo shoot. Some of y'all photo shoot every month. And if you got a camera or people taking photos with iPhones, the iPhones are clean enough to take photos with iPhone. That's where you start. You got to get to the point you're applying the professionals. And one of the ways that you do that is image. Right? Some need to photo. And please me you how to copyright you can get royalties. Also, and add should definitely connect. They special did a question and answer. Good. That's good for Tina. Go consistent. Do it on multiple platforms. Check TikTok. I spend on TikTok. That's a different audience. YouTube Short. That's a different audience. YouTube Shorts is shadow banned now. They really want to get people young, so you're gonna get way more visibility. Be more targeted. You can do tutorials, quick makeup tips for the one skincare regimen. Absolutely. For the tip regime, yes. Yeah, being pro. That's good. Like Ash. So community gonna be hard. Right now, our community. I'm telling you right now, community. The power is in community. Absolutely. It's about collaboration. Yes. Regina, what's your business? Business is real quick so I can know what industries. That's she said this community for her. You guys are interested in trading, you know, some I'm a leader in the company world for education trade. I'm interested in that. That's what I put out all my coaching for you to have access. You can also that is in as you know, um, Esther Academy and and trucking. Okay, a coaching a year session, which today is live session of people and and then also these in rapid session. It get an 8 week accelerator and 90-minute session. You have the annual VIP for 7 again, guys. Make sure you click so you guys click this so it's really therapy and do a do a they just said already and the marketing actions that look like that may be just social media like additional reference that and what does that look like for you more clients. First, what I like to do personally, I saw with my goal. What is the goal? Guys, if you have your services for your product, breaking down how many customers need to our conversation. Any entrepreneur is good money, know that they make it. That's up. I think that you can just have a to they virtual assistant. You if they need virtual assistants. Virtual system maybe some setups, the administration, the you are need you are better. You need down money because this was having money. I'm going the numbers No, your is I, I'm just telling you guys, everybody, I brought